What is up, everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to another Nintendo Switch video that I have here for you guys. So this one's going to be a little bit different because I will be talking about something that not a lot of people have brought up. So I want to give credit to Nia, the video gamer. She talked about this in one of my last videos about how the Nvidia Geforce Experience could improve the social features and what Nintendo could do going forward with the Nintendo Switch, because we all know that the Nintendo Switch is powered by the Nvidia chip. We just don't know exactly which one or exactly what it is, but we do know it's from their latest Geforce GTX architecture of their graphics cards. So my PC that I have, my gaming rig, is actually a Geforce Experience PC, and as you can see right here in the top right hand corner, you can see my stats here. I have a pretty moderate to good gaming rig. It's a GTX 960 with i7 6700 CPU, nearly 16 gigabytes of RAM, and I have a 4K monitor. So right below here, for people who are new to this is the Geforce Experience that you get with all Nvidia graphics cards, and this allows you to do a lot of cool stuff that the Wii U could not do, and Nintendo could leverage and utilize this going with Nvidia, because this Geforce Experience is something that comes with pretty much all of their line of Nvidia graphics cards. If you look at some of the requirements that you need to have this, it's actually not too bad at all. So if you look at like share, that's basically what the Geforce Experience would probably be doing for the Nintendo Switch. This is what you need. You need a Geforce GTX desktop GPU 600 series or higher, or notebook GTX 660, 670. I mean, these are fairly old, and I'm pretty sure that the Nintendo Switch, actually, no, not pretty sure. I am 100% sure the Nintendo Switch is more powerful than all of these here. So the fact that it's already going to have that set when it comes to the graphical capabilities is good. Now, 4 gigabytes of RAM or higher for a desktop PC, I'm pretty sure the Nintendo Switch will have around that, so they should be good there. Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, obviously it's a mobile processor, so it's going to be different. The operating system is going to be unique to Nintendo's, but so that's not really something that you need to worry about. And of course, Geforce driver, whatever or later, which you can download automatically, and of course will be on some of the newer mobile ones that they have. It should have all of that, so that's pretty cool. Now there's some other stuff that some people were speculating on when I was on the Class versus Crass podcast. If you haven't seen that, I'll have a link in the description below, where one of the guys, I think Shane, talked about there being some type of game stream. Now this is where you can stream games from your PC to your mobile device, like your Shield, but I don't think Nintendo's going to do that, otherwise it can cannibalize the sales from their eShop, so I don't think that's going to happen. But it is something that maybe Nintendo adds in the future for certain games, depending on who they work out deals with, or potentially even games that you could not get on your Nintendo Switch. And they just say, hey, I'm going to work out a deal to where you can stream that to your Nintendo Switch instead, since the developer did not make the game for it. So that's something that might be a little bit trickier, but at the same time, maybe it could happen. So you look at the stats there. That's, you know, whatever. Basic stuff, kind of like that. And then there's game optimization, which is mainly going to be for the PC side of things, not necessarily for the actual, you know, Nintendo Switch, since all the games are going to run it on one thing. They're not going to be like a PC to where you can change the settings and all that for the most part. So what I want to talk about though is the coolest thing, which is the share. Share is probably the coolest thing about this, because it adds a lot of features, like I said, that was not available on the Nintendo Wii U. And if you hit Alt-Z, that brings up the Geforce Experience share menu, and this is the type of stuff that people really want. It's really easy, it's intuitive, it's fast, and maybe Nintendo could have their own version of this going forward. So what I'm doing right now is just basically pressing that record button and doing this whole video where it just captures the whole desktop and you can record it and save it. Pretty cool, right? Game DVR. Now you have some other stuff that you can do here, which is stream. Right here, you can set up your stream. It's pretty easy, and the coolest thing about this one, at least for PCs, you can actually have someone else play. Now, I doubt that they'll do something like that, but it is pretty cool that you can send the invites and copy URLs and actually have someone else play the game as well if they do have the same game, which is awesome. And then they have probably this one, which is going to be included, which would be the broadcast. And the broadcast is tight because what you can do is you can actually customize it, and it's not letting me go to it right now, but it'll actually let you do YouTube and it'll let you do Twitch. You can change the settings, you can do whatever you need to do in order to, you know, set your broadcast up. This is something that the PS4, Xbox One have. This is something that Nintendo needs, and the Geforce Experience definitely offers that. You can change all of your settings right here in a fast, intuitive way. It's much cleaner, guys. This, like about a week or so ago, was not the way that it's laid out right here. It was a little bit more confusing, not a lot, but it was just wasn't as big and as vibrant and really as intuitive as it is at this point. And I think this would be perfect for the Nintendo Switch if they can get something like this going. You can set your mic, what you want your mic at, the camera, you have the settings, gallery, you can take screenshots. This would really help with Nintendo as far as gaining a little bit more credibility back with some of the gamers that want those features. They also have this instant replay thing to where like it just like records the last like 20 minutes or so if you just press like the F1 key or something like that. So that's really cool for those like oh my gosh moments, or if you're a game reviewer and you miss something, you're like, oh man, I forgot to record that. Well, you just hit that instant replay and you'll be able to go back and record that. Now if you already have a capture card, a lot of this stuff you can already do, but for those who don't have a capture card, or for those who just wanted to hook up their system and play it and not have to hook it up to something else, I think this is a really cool thing. So let me know what you guys think about this Geforce Experience. What are your thoughts on Nintendo potentially implementing this? The Nintendo Switch is obviously going to have the specs in order to do something like this, so I would love to see it implemented, and it could really help Nintendo not have to implement their own unique tools as far as proprietary when it comes to recording, when it comes to game DVR and all that. They can just use the Geforce Experience, which I think is probably what they're going to do, but we still have to wait and see. We don't know 100%, but I'm just throwing it out there that it is possible. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks, and everything in gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you for the next video. Peace.